Hey, here we are again. This is Ray Horn. We're going to have more fun with primes and Python because this channel is all about Python. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to reinvent any wheels because I think that is counterproductive. What I am going to do is show you what Python can do. So, here we are. If we want to find prime factors, which are numbers that multiply together to give you a prime number, then we're going to use Simpy. So we're going to do a little pip install Simpy and see what that does for us. Because Simpy's already got some cool stuff. Assuming it installs. Hopefully it does. Drum roll, please. And it looks like we are done. Awesome. So now we're going to put a little code in to our project right here. We're going to call it primes2. And we are going to import. Let's just check and see. Python shell, restart, paste. Yes, it works. Okay. And let's just see what we got here. A little test. Prime factors. Debug IO, it's not running, so what is going on? There we go. So we have the ability to factor prime numbers. So that's our little test. Okay, so let's just have some fun. What if we combine two prime numbers together, 13 and 13, what does that give us? Again, we're having fun with primes. So when we put two prime numbers together, which here was 13 and 13, which is 13 times 100 plus 13, right? All right, so what did we get? So for a prime factor, we got 13 times 101. So the real question is, if we factor this number, do we get primes? So let's go to our little prime number tester thingy and give it a whirl. Let's see, this prime. And you can see that we're using the previous Py file as a module because every Python file is a module. Depends how you use it. So now we are going to cruise through this dictionary. And we're going to check the keys, and we're going to see what we got. So is it prime? If it is not prime, then stop. And give a warning. So let's just see. Well, we didn't get a warning, but let's automate this a little bit. If we ever do give a warning, and a little test. So if not, or else, all right, so here we are. More fun with primes. So the test was successful. So the real question is, if we creatively combine prime numbers, are they always going to be prime? Well, that's the real question. So I'm going to leave that question for the next video. If you like what's going on here, please subscribe. You'll see more like this. And if you want to support the channel, then please like the video. Subscribe and like. Two magic components we're talking about now. The code is going to be out in GitHub, and I will have a link in the description. But I just wanted to show you, a little bit about GitHub before we move on. I use a thing called Source Tree, and Source Tree is available from Atlassian. And let's see, I don't think I have that loaded up anywhere, but the code is right here from the last video. And in this video, I'll put the code in here as well. In fact, I'll just go ahead and do that while we are talking. So, where's my code? Right. So there's the source code. And we are going to toss it into my repository. Show in Explorer. Here we are. So, primes 2 is the code from this time. And we're going to copy it. And let's just take a look-see. Yep, that's it. And so now I'm going to commit the code so you can see how that works. So we see primes 2 is a file I just added. And I'm going to stage it. And then I'm going to put a comment. And then I'm going to commit. And we can see that it's actually committing. It was successful. And now let's take a look at the site, and we can see that we have code when we refresh. And yes, we do. So now the code is in there from the first and second videos. Once again, if you like what you see, subscribe and like, and we'll catch you next time. More fun with primes.